Okay, so I think this is working right?
I don't know, is it working?
I think so, it says it's recording. Hi guys! Sorry this is taking so long to do. I'm actually filming it on my old camera because I got a new one, so we're kind of using this one to film now to see how it goes, so we'll see. Like I said in the group, the social media, the Facebook group for my PAO group, feeds, we are, there you go Devin, gives you an idea of something to do.
It's
We're
really
moving.
bright on your face.
Is it zoomed in? Do you need to zoom it out?
No, it's just a lot of light coming in here, which is unusual.
I know, I opened the blinds for this. So, we're moving! Finally, we're gonna get out of this place. We're gonna be somewhere where we don't have to worry about mold and dust and people constantly coming in. As you can see, they came in and they painted all the walls when we were here. And I ended up getting very sick throughout that time also. I'm still battling allergies, which in this place is very common with us, so, you know, you're bouncing the camera.
I think it's gonna explode. There's a countdown on it. It says 8 minutes and 23 seconds.
Minutes or hours?
Minutes.
Oh wow, okay, so we gotta get this quick. So let me give you a quick tour of the apartment. As of right now, you'll see that there's a bunch of boxes and garbage everywhere. We're trying to get it sorted out. So
That's the vortex to hell.
That's our so-called table. Over here we have DVDs and Josh's toys, and then our chair, couch, everything else. Let's go through the hallway. It's very dark, and we'll save you from the bathroom, so we're not gonna go in there.
That's scary.
It's very scary.
I don't think we need that light on.
You don't leave that light on? Okay.
Ah, normal.
Josh's room. I know, it's a little bit messy. He hasn't made his bed. He does.
We gotta get him a new bed because it broke.
As you can see, the shelves and stuff are over here that were part of his bed.
But that's gonna be at the new place.
Yeah. And then our bedroom has boxes.
This is
in it
even
and
worse.
So.
This is like a hurricane hit somewhere.
No.
There's the ice machine. He's now gonna collect dust.
He's not gonna collect dust.
The
He's
one
gonna use it
lone
periodically.
crutch. Hey, Jen.
The other crutch is actually
Come
out
back.
there in the living room.
People want to see your face.
Stop. So as you can see, I'm actually on the cane now. I have graduated from the crutches to one crutch, then I graduated from one crutch to my cane, which is very awesome. So let's go out into the living room and I'm going to show you guys stages of physical therapy that I've gone through by showing you the stuff that he gave me, but I was going to use the papers to show you guys the photos on there, and then I was going to demonstrate them. But in the midst of cleaning last night up a bunch of papers, I accidentally shredded one, so we don't have that one. So I'm just going to show you guys physically the types of physical therapy that I've gone through. So let's get ready and I will show you guys what it looks like. Turn off.
I don't know how.
Okay, so as you can see, I'm down on the ground now, and Devin decided to close the blinds because apparently I'm too pale to be on camera with natural light.
I did not say that you were too pale. I'm just saying too much light came in and it made your face look rather white. People will think you glow.
I do glow!
After
all the years of being tested for hip dysplasia through x-rays, bone scans, MRIs, CAT scans, arthrograms, all those tests, and still going through x-rays periodically, which my ladies and gentlemen of the PAO world will understand, we can glow in the dark because we are put through so many tests throughout our lives that it just makes us glow in the dark from radiation. I am not wrong. So, okay, so I will show you guys, sorry, it's like really gross in here. The first stage of physical therapy that I was given for 4 weeks post-op, which they've changed the procedures throughout time for this to actually happen now at home instead of going into physical therapy at 6 weeks. So this is the first post-op 4 weeks physical therapy that I was given, Now, this is a disclaimer to say not every orthopedic surgeon is going to give you physical therapy options to do at home after surgery, so don't be doing these unless your physical therapist and your surgeon agree to let you guys do physical therapy at home. Whether it's these simple movements and whatnot to keep from doing so much atrophy on your limbs, don't do these unless they okay you to do it, because they might have different policies and procedures for post-op. This is just my orthopedic surgeon and physical therapist. This is what they came up with for me. I don't know if they've done it with other people. If you have the same orthopedic surgeon as me, then you guys will understand what I'm doing. So, alright, post-op 4 weeks, they gave me this. And I'm doing it on the ground. When you're laying down in bed or on the couch, what they'll have you do is they'll have you tighten your buttocks and your glutes and hold them. And you really can't tell that I'm doing it, but I'm tightening them down.
We can tell.
You can tell.
See?
Ready? Here's another one. And they would make me do rounds of these at like 10 or 20 per set to keep from atrophying up here. And then the other thing that they would have me do is, this isn't really rolled up, but it's okay. It's a makeshift roll of material. They would have you put it underneath your knee, and then what you would do is you'd lay down and you'd tighten it up. And yes, you would actually straighten your leg out as you tighten your leg muscles to keep strength in them so that they wouldn't atrophy. And if you're really trying really hard, you can do both. I'm doing both. I'm tightening down up here and I'm tightening in my leg. So, and you do this for both legs, just so that you can, keep them both going at the same time. Even though you're using your other leg that has not been through surgery, you would use that one to kind of mobilize yourself around with your walkers and crutches. So your other leg wouldn't be as atrophied as your surgery leg. And then the other thing that they had me do is, when I would lay down, they would have me put both my legs up and then just let them outward until I could feel it. And then I would bring them back up and then back out. And this would help because you have to pull them inward and you gotta do it slow, you can't do it really fast. And doing it over time like this helps strengthen in here and keep the motion going in your hip joints, but not so much that it would cause any issues. And you'd also help kind of stretch out these muscles in here. You just keep doing it this way. And then at one point, they will give you they gave me a take-home band, which they tied a knot in. And then you would take it around your legs, and you would do this. You would actually pull against the resistance of the band. You would do it really slow. You push out. And then slowly bring them back in. And it helps kind of strengthen everything in your legs, because you gotta push against the resistance and then you gotta slowly let it back in. And the band is trying to pull you in faster than what you're doing. You're letting it happen. And then also at 4 weeks, they tell you to lay on your stomach. And you have to be on your elbows like this. And it kind of pulls up here a little bit in your abdominal area and in your upper hip. And that kind of helps with the stretching of the muscles, because your muscles are really tight from being yanked around and pushed around during surgery. So this helps a lot. And then another thing that they had me do a lot between 4 and 6 weeks. Let me grab my cane so I can get up, because I still have a bit of a challenge trying to get up. I always have had that. Okay. Well, my bed's kind of low to the ground compared to the kitchen counter that I would lay on to do this. By the way, here's Larry. Hi, Larry. The one other thing that I would do between 2 and 4 weeks is you would lay like this on your elbows, and then you'd bring your leg up. And they would actually have you kick out, like a donkey kick, but I was having popping behind my knee. So it was a little challenging. So he would have me straighten my leg and just lift up. And like I said, this bed is really low compared to what I had to do.
Should use the dresser.
Well, the dresser's kind of short, but there's a lot of junk on it too.
There is.
I know, I'm cleaning it.
It's yours.
I used the counter though, but the kitchen's kind of dark, so I don't do that in there right now. And then I will show you guys what they gave me after 6 weeks to do at home. And then my 10-week follow-up, they gave me a lot more to do also. So I will show you guys that in the living room.
There we go.
Okay. Now that I'm back in the living room, I can't tell if it's like super dark in here because it's actually really cloudy outside now, and it kind of got a little darker outside. It's good? Alright. Now, at 10 weeks, they even amped up my physical therapy at home. And I'm about to show you guys what that entails. First thing I'm going to show you, they call them clamshells. And what you do, this carpet's really rough because it's old and cheap. So what they have you do is they'll have you lay it on a pillow, and then you push out on your hips, and you lift. And you have to have the band around. And they give you rounds of that, about 10 to 15. It's kind of difficult because this carpet has no padding, so my hip is kind of digging in to the carpet. And you'll do this on both sides. I'm really challenged. This floor is not comfortable.
You know what? The new place, I should have got down on the floor, but she said she didn't clean it yet.
That's why you don't go down lay on the floor until it's shampooed.
I know, but I wanted to know. I should have known if it was comfy.
Well, either way, we'll be okay because it's
got to be better than this one.
Yeah, it's better quality carpet at least. It looked like it was. So that's clamshells. The other thing that they gave me was, I'm gonna use both pillows. Excuse me.
That was thunder.
It's storming apparently. Okay, so we have a storm. The other thing that they gave me is, and this is actually one of my favorites because it actually helps stretch a lot more than you'll see.
That was my knees, by the way.
If you hear cracking, that's Devin.
I'm sorry, I couldn't get you in the picture. This looks dirty. That looked really bad.
No.
Everybody avert your eyes.
Okay, so I'm kneeling on one knee, and what happens is when you're down on one knee, because I have horrible balance no matter what happens, I'm just a very unbalanced person. So I'm going to hold on to the tray while I do this, but you kneel on one knee like this, and I have to be on a pillow because obviously horrible padding. Well, actually no padding in this carpet. And you push out on the hip that you're kneeling on. And it helps stretch.
I don't really think the tray is a sturdy thing to...
It's not very sturdy either, I know. And it stretches everything from here up through here. And it actually feels really relieving.
Hang on, we're gonna migrate a little bit. I'm trying to get some more light in, sorry.
Alright, I'll hang on for a minute.
I won't stop. You can keep going.
I need to go on my other leg.
No, go on the other leg. We already gave them a dirty show. We did. I was like laying back and like you could see my legs, and then you were.
I have to figure out how to edit this video the right way.
I think that's good. Comment below if you like the lighting.
Lighting is very difficult to get in here because it's like a dungeon.
Yeah, because I mean, as you can tell, we're
vampires. We're below.
We're like below ground, and there's no screens or anything either.
We're moving.
We're moving. Woo!
So, yeah, like I said, this is one of my favorite stretches because it actually does really, really well in stretching. So if you guys can't like stand and balance and pull your leg back, and actually this does a lot more stretching than when you pull your leg behind you up to and put your foot to your butt. It actually does a lot better. So I'm pushing out on my hips and I'm feeling a stretch right through here. It feels really, really relieving and really good because I've been having issues where my hip feels like it's super tight or that it's locked up. So I'll do this stretch if I feel like that's happening, and it feels so good because it's like you get a stretch right through here. I feel screws right here and here. But
those are the screws that you have loose.
Yeah, I have a lot of loose screws. I know, right? So this is one of my favorite stretches, and I'm still doing it. I'm pushing out on my hips.
Background music
so
presented by Lord.
Yes, background music presented by Lord. I love Lord, by the way. She's a great musician. Lord, if you see this, you're awesome. Alright, and then I need a chair to do my next one. So I will use our child's chair that he eats on. Because as of right now,
we don't use the table because right now it's the vortex to hell.
Yeah.
Huzzah for moving. I hate moving.
Hate moving, but it's a good idea.
It's a better place.
It's a better place. It sounds like we're dying.
Well, here we practically are, but...
I know, because I did get very sick when they were in here painting, and they actually pulled out the wall that's behind Devin right now where those windows are. They ripped that wall apart.
They haven't even replaced the trim. There's a hole there still.
And then they still haven't put the plate back on. So, it's whatevs.
Yeah, we'll do a video tour of the new place eventually.
We will do a video tour of the new place because I feel like I'm going to
Before we
have
put
a little
anything
bit more places to do my physical therapy than I do here.
More room.
Anyways, the next part that I'm going to show you is called a leg lift. And what they had me do, and I'm holding onto the chair, is I will take my leg and I'll lift it out. Only like this far, and then I bring it back in. Very slowly. And then back out, and slowly bring it back in. And that kind of challenges the outside part of your hip muscles. Because like your leg wants to kind of just drop like this. It doesn't want to stand here. So you're feeling it right here. Or at least I feel it right here. And you just slowly let it down so that it challenges that part of your hip. And then...
You didn't have to move.
I'm trying to think. The other one was the balancing. And what you'll do is you'll stand on one foot. And then they wanted me to hold on to here, but sometimes I just kind of let my hands off to see how balanced out I am now. So I'm not putting all my weight down. I'm actually standing up straight and my foot's off the ground. I'm trying to let myself balance, which is kind of hard for me because I do have balance issues since I have chronic ear infections, which was one of the reasons why I was sick recently. I had an eardrum rupture, so. Okay. And then I do it to the other side, which is very difficult because my right ear was the worst, so my equilibrium is super off on this side. And just balance. You can do that for like a couple minutes at a time. So that's about all I have now. Well, there was another one I can't remember. The majority of that was physical therapy being progressed through between 4 weeks and 10 weeks. And I get to see them like in the next week or two, I think.
The 20th, I think.
The 20th? So we'll be seeing how well I do then and see where I go from there. And I really, really hope that they let me go back to work after that, because it's kind of been torture for me, because I try to do what I can around the house, and then I also cook. I do the dishes as best as I can, and then as usual I do physical therapy, and it's just kind of, I've been stuck here, so I'm ready to go back to work, and we will be doing another video around that when I go back to the doctor's office. I'll be doing another video for that. So between seeing the doctor and defamation, I will see you guys later.